you go. Talk to it.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold.
Yes, Lord, we live. Yo, it's Classic with the classic codes, man. Happy 420 to everybody, man. How y'all feeling? Dive in the chat and put a 333 once you tap in, man, for sure. But we got a dope one. I'm gonna start off with the code language today, and depending on how we flowing, we'll get into a reaction video too. I got some shit queued up, so we can move just like that. But we're gonna go with the flow today, man. Again, happy 420. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit the like button, and man, jump in the comments if you catching this after the recording, and jump in the chat if you here right now, man. 333. So you know what it is with us, man. But yeah. Starting off with the code language for the day, man, we talking about the difference between truth seekers and faith seekers. We just want to hash that conversation out and see if we can crack some codes on that, man. But yeah, bro. Yeah, I was having a little brainstorming session, and I was kind of mulling out like how, you know, I was going through the YouTube world, and I was seeing like different types of debates between different types of people of different belief systems. And sometimes I'll watch them, but never for too long, because some of the debates, they just get like overly passionate. And I think sometimes the passion leads to a lot of like over talking, and then it becomes no longer like a constructive conversation at a point. But up until that point, when both sides are giving each other a little air to breathe, the conversations are always very interesting to me. And what I kind of gathered is there's two different types of people. You have, well, more than two, but these are the two that we're explaining the difference between today. Is you have truth seekers, and then you have faith seekers. So let's break down the definition. I would say that a faith seeker is someone who either was born and bred into a belief system from, you know, the point they got here, like the family that raised them, they were bred into said belief system, or even a person who goes on their own journey to try to seek out a faith system to kind of find their way. Either way, whether you're born and bred or whether you choose to devote yourself to a faith system or a belief system, or a doctrine, however you want to look at it, right? When you choose to devote yourself to one of those, and really latch onto it in its wholeness and its entirety, and map and shape your principles, your morals, and everything you do around believing that this system is true, that would be a faith seeker, right? The definition of a truth seeker would be someone who is consistently and constantly seeking out what is true, regardless of what they've already found to be their truth to this point. So a truth seeker would handle, let me find an example for you guys. A truth seeker could be someone who was raised to be Christian, for example, right? And they could learn later in their life or whatever age that Christianity in this part of the world, at least the Christianity that we know and have studied, was largely introduced to people like themselves through slavery. You also then go down the rabbit hole of learning the history of how many times the book has been translated and how those variations speak and kind of teach the word differently. And those realities could be harsh for somebody to come across depending on what part of their life they in and how long they've been completely believing every single thing that they've ever been read or told from said book. A faith seeker is going to dismiss the new information. They're going to resist the new information. They'll question the new information before they question what they've already decided to devote themselves to. Because to a lot of faith seekers, they feel like asking those questions or examining this new information to a certain degree, oftentimes they feel like it's them questioning their God or their belief system. A truth seeker, on the other hand, is like, I never knew that. And it could actually be heartbreaking to find out that aspects of what you've been believing in for however many years are inaccuracies or completely untrue altogether, whatever the case may be. But a truth seeker is going to absorb that, right? Feel whatever that makes them feel. And then they're going to find fulfillment and refreshment in being able to find even more truth now that they're getting more knowledge and understanding and growing. And I think oftentimes when you see these debates online, you see people beefing because one person is faith-based and they gonna make what they believe in make sense, even if a truth seeker is coming to them pointing out contradictions or clear inaccuracies or historical impossibilities or whatever the case may be. They're gonna resist regardless. And that's what you would call blind faith. But to a truth seeker, they will look at you like you got wool over your eyes. I don't think there's anything wrong with being either one. I think it benefits people to understand which one they are. I think that's where it comes into play. It benefits people to understand whether or not they're a truth seeker and they're willing to take the red pill in all areas of life and enlighten themselves truly to what the reality of everything is. Or if they're more of a faith-based person and they're like, this is what brings me comfort. This belief system works for me. I understand that you got some information that you feel makes you believe otherwise, but this is what I'm on. I think those conversations between those two types of people don't go left as often if people understand whether or not they're a truth seeker or a faith seeker. But yeah, man, that's really my breakdown on that. And I think that like I said, it would just be beneficial. That's all. And that thought process and those ideologies kind of just came to me, like I said, from just watching these different types of debates and seeing when, where, and how they go left and stuff like that. And me, myself, I consider myself more of a truth seeker, right? I pay attention to what's going on. Forget what somebody told me. Because when I was a kid, all the adults around me, this is just the reality. When you're a child, the adults around you is telling you what they want you to believe based on whatever it is they believe. And that go from your teachers at school to your parents to your auntie and them to whoever. They telling you what they think is right or what they believe, and they telling you what they want you to believe. But once you get to a certain age, you got to take a look at this whole spectrum for yourself. Me personally, I've learned factually that this earth that we live on, be it round or flat or whatever, this earth that we live on is a very evidential place. There's a lot of evidence on this earth. So the history is in the land. The history is in the trees. The history is in the mountains. The history is in the petrification. So when we try to live our life in accordance to these history books that are very new in comparison to human existence, these books are very young in comparison to human existence. The evidence in the land is as old as the existence. And I think nature is a better thing to pay attention to if you're looking for something to believe in. That's just my take. I don't have to believe or have faith that once upon a time there were giants when I can see the petrified giants that we now call mountains. I can still see their faces and their bodies in some cases. I can see some of the mountains with these violent waterfalls. I can see that they once were big ass trees and now they're tree stumps. I can see that they look chopped off. But you get to talking like this for a lot of people and you'll leave them in the dust, right? Because consciousness wasn't made super cool, or actually it used to be cool and then it was made uncool, right? The phrase "shut your woke ass up" came out and we've been lost ever since, right? So But yeah, I feel like that's my take on the code language, man. But I do have a reaction video if y'all want to have some fun. Happy 420 to whoever just came in. If you with me, drop a 333. What's happening? Show some love in the chat for sure, for sure. Joe Jet, what up, big dog? Yeah, man, I just got done breaking down the difference between truth seekers and faith seekers. So that's a definitely a good one. But I done already gave the game 10 minutes straight on that one. So, you know, you're going to have to go back, man. But it's good to see you in here, man. For sure, for sure, for sure. I see you got your notifications on, man. Spread the word. But for sure, let's get into a reaction video. Y'all, hey, you 420 in the day? You don't got to answer if you don't want to. You feel me? You don't got to answer if you know. He says, salute. Shout out to Joe Jet, man. Shout out to Joe. Drop the 333. You know what we doing, man. Yeah. But I got a reaction video, man. They talking about on the Anton Daniels panel, they talking about how men aren't approaching women anymore. So I want to see what that's I haven't really watched it in its entirety. I think I saw like snippets of it or whatever the case may be. So we're gonna do a reaction to this one. Completely organic, man. Let's have a little fun, man. It's 420. It's early in the morning, man. Let's laugh a little bit. Why not? Hold on. Let me see what we're doing. Yes, Lord. Hold on. All right, here we go. Let's do it.
Looking good, dressed up, feeling good, and they're not getting any kind of visibility. Here's what they got to say.
This is like a universal experience, or if it's just here, me, and like where I'm from. I know that every time I go out, regardless of the situation, where I'm going, what I'm doing, I know I'm going to dress up, look really, really cute. There's going to be a lot of cute men around, and they're just all going to just stare, and like no one does anything anymore. Like no one even says like, hey, like what are you drinking? Like, you know, like what are you doing? Like I mean, just like friendly conversation, like nothing, just stares. They'll even walk past you and stare you dead in the face and smile, and then walk away, which is like that's like my move. Like I do that. I think men aren't approaching anymore. Is that just like me? And then I look at my friends and I'm like, these are really gorgeous girls, like so cute, fun, having a good time. Same thing with them. I was even looking internally. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I just look like unapproachable. Maybe I just look like a bitch. Like maybe I have like an RBF or something. Maybe I just like, I don't know. But then looking at my friends, I'm like, they don't have an RBF and like they're not getting approached either. So like maybe it's not just me. And this is not to say that every time I go out I'm looking to talk to men, but like it's the fact that like there are cute men out and I'm like, oh, cute. Like, are you gonna come over to me? He'll just keep staring at me, wink at me, and then nothing.
Nice. No, she ain't lying. No, she ain't lying. See, I got hey, they bullied me. They tried to bully. I ain't never been bullied, but they tried to bully me back in the Facebook days. They tried to bully me and they hit me with the who hurt you tag early. I got this shit way before this YouTube shit was jumping. They was hitting me with the who hurt you, and they tried to bully me online when I was telling the truth and when I was saying a lot of times when the veil gets lifted from over your simpleton eyes and you realize the true nature of women for real and you willing to outwardly express it. See, I was red pill way before red pill was a thing. I learned about the nature of women early. Yeah, I got my first real serious heartbreak early in the game. Yes, Lord. I learned about that nature. Yeah. And so when I became alive and aware, I spoke my truth about it. And that was, who hurt you? Well, she has a name, but doesn't make anything I'm saying less true. And here's the crazy part, man. A lot of times when that veil get lifted from over your eyes, I said all that to say this. You be out and you see the bad joint and she just looked like a fine ass headache. Yup. I'm just going to enjoy looking. I don't want nothing to do with what you come with. The pros and the cons is not weighing up right. I can see it from a mile off. But while we in this bar, you're great for the ambience. You and your little cute friends. You're great for the ambience. Want nothing to do with it. Not spending $1 on a drink for you. Buy your own drink. This shit ain't. Hey, no, let's go. Let's see what the panel got to say, man. Let's do it.
I think it's biased because I would say any girl on this panel gets hit on all the time when they're out in public.
Do
No?
they?
I don't.
No, not true.
Kim, stop the cap.
I don't.
You're a liar.
when guys try to talk to me, I'm in sweats, like ponytail, whatever.
What happened when you at work? What they be doing?
Same thing. Like if I make my face up and stuff like that, nobody says a word. They just stare.
Yeah. We hey, I don't know if y'all noticed, but
Yeah, Joe said facts. It's all facts, man. It's all facts. That who hurt you shit, that's a way to escape accountability. Nah, yeah, y'all be out here hurting people. How many females you ask, you know, how your last relationship end, and the answer 85% of the time is I left. You don't think you hurt that man? You don't think his feelings was hurt? The first thing they'll tell you is all the shit he did. I don't care what he did wrong from your side of the story. Do you think his feelings was hurt when you left him? Do you think he was hurt when you left him, shorty? They'll say everything but the answer to your fucking question. Do you think he was hurt when you left? Well, he didn't do this and he didn't. Do you think he was hurt when you left? Well, he still want me back. Okay, so do you think he was hurt when you left him? They swear they not, like, but you know, like I said in the last code language, ain't no safe haven for no men, boy. What you got feelings and shit? Fuck you doing with those? You're a guy. Build a bridge and get over it, right? So that's why we go to the gym and we punch shit. You feel me? Because we ain't, man, come on, fam, let's roll.
we hate y'all in that form. We hate y'all when y'all is the baddest bitch in the world. We like to see y'all looking busted, bro. Looking busted.
I agree. I think women think their sexual marketplace value is when they're all made up and got all the stuff on. And like the Godfather said, fresh face out the shower, wet hair, what the fuck do you look like type of shit. So maybe we prefer not to date women with a face full of makeup.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
initially
face full of makeup for a man. I do it because I think it's cute, but
it's just way too risky to be approaching a woman in 2025.
What do you mean risky?
With I'm telling you, the Me Too movement. When y'all used to be mad because niggas used to be like, when niggas used to hit
do that again, nigga.
You can't do it. You can't do it.
It's not a.
Listen,
don't do that. Don't do that.
Listen, we listen to y'all act like this was the worst shit ever 7 years ago.
Hey, two things could be true. I want to stop before 2K get into his rhetoric. Two things could be true about what she said. She said she don't wear a face full of makeup for a man. She wear a face full of makeup because she think it's cute. That's true. Okay, that's cool. That's true. And some females swear to God they didn't get no BBL for no man. They just got it because they thought it was cute. And what you think is cute can also keep you from getting a man. Look at that. Ta-da. You see how that worked? You see how that happened?
Y'all act like y'all life was in danger when a nigga was catcalling y'all.
But why catcall? Why not just walk up to somebody and introduce yourself?
Because we don't fucking know you, just like you don't know us.
That's why you're making an introduction.
My introduction is
okay.
Hey, listen, for somebody that never introduced themselves to nobody, you sure know how the fuck to do it. Because you never been rejected on doing this shit. Listen, I'm gonna go with what works for me, and you gonna give me some play or you ain't. But don't tell me what I should do and you don't do it ever.
Molly got something to say.
Well, no, I was just gonna say, did she say she was like with a bunch of women? Because I know men don't generally like to approach women when they're clustered together.
Big facts. That's an instant play out.
Yeah.
No, you
so
gotta
I'm
do
like,
it the
was
right
she
way.
by herself or she going out with a group of girls? Because that kind of makes a difference.
It's all about how you approach.
Even if that girl like you, if she with her homegirls, they definitely for the play your ass.
But the thing is, though, what she was saying is somewhat true, because when you go out now, you don't see men dancing with women no more. You see women dancing with women, and the dudes be dancing with dudes. That shit weird as fuck.
I ain't never seen that shit.
It's not like dudes dancing with dudes like this.
I ain't never seen no dudes.
No, I'm saying they dancing in groups.
Men over here and
they
men
dancing
over
in
there.
groups. They not. But and it'd be like 2 or 3 dudes that's dancing with women.
But me,
It's weird now.
I know what you're saying, Slimmy.
Yeah, because I used to, the era that I come from, the whole place rocking. Like everybody dancing, the whole place body rocking. Like it ain't no.
Yeah, but
nothing.
with cell phones and stuff out, everybody's afraid to end up on social media somewhere. So
Why you gonna be scared to end up on social media because you dancing with somebody?
I think that's what the major difference is.
Who advocated for that change? Who wanted that to change?
Uh-oh.
I mean,
Yeah, who wanted that to change? Who was complaining about what it was? Huh? No, don't start telling the truth, 2K. Don't do that. Don't do that, dog.
Anybody wanted that to change?
Women didn't like it. They this random dude coming up to me dancing. That's so inappropriate. Women advocated for this change, bro.
Hey
They
man,
like
listen to me.
catcalling.
Listen to me. I guarantee
It's
you
okay.
right
That's
now.
your answer for everything.
I guarantee you right now. If everybody went to a club and they had to put their phones away, it wouldn't be no shit like that. Everybody gonna be in that bitch dancing.
But I don't give a fuck who had a phone out. If this
But
one,
a lot of women don't like. He's right. A lot of women were talking about that they didn't like the catcalling. They didn't like how men just assumed that they wanted to be talked to.
if
Then don't go the fuck out.
Slim,
Stay your ass the fuck at home.
Slim, check this out. The whole reason why the whole
What'd you say, Slimmy? Then don't go the fuck out. Stay at home, Slimmy. Uh-oh. I feel it coming.
Natural born crash dummy. And he go crash out. He go crash out.
whole reason why girls dance with girls is because they be fake gay in the club because they don't want no niggas dancing with them.
Then stay the fuck home. I don't understand that.
Oh, they literally come to the club to practice curving niggas. Women advocated for this culture. It was no dude ever.
We have like a decibel meter.
Bro, I don't give a fuck how many phones you got out. If she gonna let me grind on this booty,
Maintain low tone, 2K.
Crash.
Why you look at what you look at?
What y'all on?
Anton, who fault is? Why aren't men approaching these women? Go ahead and say it, go. We ain't getting money or some shit.
No, I think it's because I think it's a lot of reasons. I think the first reason would be that we just different because between social media and dating apps, people are able to more anonymously get rejected, or you know what I'm saying, be able to go up to a person and get instant results of whether they like them or they don't like them. You know, and they can volume shoot without any kind of actual real effort. I think that plays a role. I think that people aren't as social anymore, that our social norms, that women kind of ruined it with the whole feminist, oh my God, I don't want to be approached, and putting all of these rules on it. I think that may play a role. But then on the flip side, I think that guys that got options or got motion, they not tripping no more. You know what I'm saying? Like they rather just chill. And if they see, you know what I'm saying, if somebody actually, you know, if a woman give a hint, then that's when they'll play. Now, the flip side of it is that I know women from all spectrums of life, like on every spectrum, light, dark, big, short, tall, fat, skinny, all of them. When they out, they get approached all the time. And it's not always overt. Like, it's not always, hey, what's going on? What's your name, baby? Or whatever. Sometimes it's that. And then other times it's dumb shit. Like, motherfucker will walk up and say, hey, I'm a nonprofit coordinator. Take my call, or can I connect with you on LinkedIn? They do, you know what I'm saying, middling shit. They try to act like they're not really trying to talk to you, but they're really trying to stay connected to you or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just a mixture. I don't think that it's any one thing. I think it's a lot of different reasons. Younger people tend to be a lot more apprehensive because they haven't had to go through their paces of actually going up to people in real life. And older people or people that got motion, they not as overt. They just kind of chill and they just kind of let shit happen the way it happened.
I disagree with Anton on the younger people shit, because it's not like high school ain't still high school. Like, yes, kids are online a lot more nowadays and they don't like play outside the way we played outside, but public school is still public school. Like, these kids are still very much in-person socializing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's trendy on YouTube where you see young boys in their late teens, early 20s walking up to females and showing off how well they spit game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's trendy and you see multiple different accounts of it. So I have to disagree with them on that one. I don't think the young shorties having a hard time socializing. I think actually what they suffer from is hyper socialization, in my opinion. And I think that they devalue like females are devalued to the young boys, and the young boys are devalued to the young ladies. So you got all these young, when I say young, I'm talking about young adults, of course, but like there's an element of devaluing that's going on. And so like shorty's looking at, you know, they looking at the chicks like a thought, not like a potential wife. Like these shorties, you talk to a 20-year-old and you start bringing up marriage and you see how far away it is from his mind. Because and why would he think, you know, why would he be thinking about marriage for real? Why would he, if he 21 and he see how the majority of the chicks in his age, if he go on their social media, they take their picture with the back turned to the camera, ass first, looking over the shoulder. They looking back at it for the majority of their pictures. You know what I'm saying? He not seeing wifey on her profile. He's seeing something he might, you know what I mean, be bothered with right quick on some shit. but he not seeing wifey with that. And then as far as the females, they being brainwashed, which is not necessarily all their fault, but they being brainwashed to believe that essentially no man is good enough, because the shit that they listing that they need, it's in like 0.5% of dudes. And so they all out here getting baby mamaed by like 3% of niggas. You know what I'm saying? There's Nick Cannons everywhere. Y'all just know the famous ones. Future, Nick Cannon. It's a whole bunch of them in the hood. There's plenty of dudes out here with 6 kids, 7 kids, 8, 9 kids. Like that shit running rampant because they all like the same nigga. You know what I mean? So that's what's going on out here from both sides.
I don't think that I would ever approach a woman if I was single.
It
ain't no point.
The majority of these chicks there, you got.
Hold on, what, Anton?
You said why? Because I don't feel like I need to. I feel like I got enough.
This nigga.
No, I mean, I'm serious. Like, I'm not the type of person to, at this point in my life, to feel like I need to go. If I'm approaching somebody, then I'm approaching somebody genuinely on some connection, like, you know what I'm saying? Some real organic type shit. It's not to talk to you. It's for whatever reason. Maybe you're fucking.
You said he got Anton Clock. You talking about when he was talking about some go ahead, tell us because niggas ain't getting money and shit. Anton will get on that. But I think he kind of being evasive this time, because if you had to pinpoint like the main reason men ain't approaching, I think it's because it's a situation where dudes view it as a bad ROI. Like it's an investment, you know what I'm saying? To deal with a female at a serious level or to even work towards getting to a serious level is an investment. There's a time investment, an energy investment, and oftentimes for the man, a financial investment. So it's a heavy investment. And a lot of times dudes see females out and they got to look over there and see if they see something worth investing in. And a lot of times for a lot of dudes, that answer nowadays is no. So they not approaching. They just look, though. It's nice to look at, so they gonna look for sure. But don't wonder why they looking and not touching. Hey, G, man, look, I already know what you finna look in their mind. I already know what you finna say you need from me, and you know, and then when I get to talk about what I need from you, it's gonna spin back on me. So it's like, what are we doing? Most people ain't trying to run on the rat wheel that's out here these days.
Dress is stuck in the fucking door of your car or something, or you know what I'm saying? We actually networking and we at a type of environment where I'm interacting with you on some real organic type shit. I'm not just approaching people on no, hey, what you got? I'm not doing that shit because I don't need to.
Anton got the type of money where like if you can't see
money, it ain't got nothing to do with it.
It's definitely money. Like nigga,
it's not. Like,
what the fuck is you niggas talking about? If I pull up in this F550, I don't have to talk to none of these bitches.
I don't drive that car all the time. Sometimes I take public.
I didn't even know you had the car, bro.
I take public transportation a lot of times. I catch a train. Mika will tell you. Me and Mika was chilling. I drive a scooter. Sometimes I drive my bike.
It don't matter, bro. We can see. Listen, man. Anton, stop, man. You're not hiding the fact that you rich, dog. We be seeing you in the designer. Depending on that day, what watch you got on. You know what I'm saying? We know you wear a lot of designer. We know you feel me? Even if you're on public transit, dog. You know what I'm saying? We can see it on you, dog. Don't do that, Anton. You ain't talking to no fool now. Come on now.
Like not even just a motorcycle. Sometimes
but to that point, I don't know how it is in Detroit, but in the DMV area, a lot of millionaires and even some billionaires ride the train.
Yeah.
Like if they're not well known and they have a lot of money, and I'll see them sometimes on a regular train.
Yeah, but you ain't helping Anton point because he's not well known. This dude is one of the biggest YouTubers for black folks shit that I know about. Shit. I don't know what not well known. He come to Chicago, we gonna know him here. He come anywhere in the Midwest, but shit, he probably in the country. Stop it, fam. Across 3 platforms? 4? Stop, man. Stop, Anton.
Yeah, and the thing about it is me and Mika was chilling. And I had to make a run. I jumped right on the train.
Yeah.
I just jumped on the train. Like, all right, I'll be back. I got to jump. I got to go into, and I'll take an Uber. I prefer to take Ubers a lot of times. If I can, you know what I'm saying? The only time I really drive is when I got to go a longer distance or whatever like that. But I ain't tripping off that. Honestly, I just don't give a fuck.
No, Anton. Like, nigga, if I had one,
honestly, bro, I don't give a fuck. Like, if I see a girl that's pretty or whatever, she just pretty. I don't feel as though I need to say something or, okay, hey.
Come on, y'all. Y'all don't got the context. Bro been married 20 years. Of course, he's supposed to feel like that. But I could say this, though. as a dude that, you know, I'm kind of on that timing though. I see the joint and I just see the joint. Show me something. Shit, if you want some attention or you want some energy, shit. Show me something. Other than that, shit, I see you, you see me, we see each other. Shit, I'm going on about my day. That shit ain't even what they call it, decentering. I never centered them. Hey, what up, Ash? 333. What up? Yes, Lord. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Some people be like, oh, we decentering men, we decentering women. I never had the joints, I never had the female centralized to be decentering. Like, yeah, I see her. She look good. It happens to me all the time. I could be running in the store right quick, the little corner store right quick. I go in the store, it's a little joint in there. Oh, okay, that's some good looking shit over there. She looked me up and down. I know she like it. Okay, and then I'm just getting what I came to get. I didn't come in here to get you. So you know what I mean? And on about my business I go. You feel me?
How you doing? I keep it fucking moving. I'll compliment anybody that got something. If a chick or a dude got on some dope, oh, dog, I like them kicking. Dog, that's dope. Where you get them from? Like, I'm just a regular person in real life. And I don't feel, I'm just not desperate.
And tell me, can you hire me as a broke consultant? Because I can tell you how to maximize your money and get optimum, what you call that word, with visibility, okay? Because with one of your YouTube checks, I'll take helicopters, nigga. You will see me on a helicopter, like at the club, nigga. Nigga, can you parlay a motherfucker?
Nigga, come down the ropes, nigga. Fucking rappelling it.
Hey, no, fuck that. I'm gonna park that bitch on the street and ask him, can he valet a helicopter? Don't touch my shit.
Dog, when I go into the, like, I go everywhere. I do, like, I go to the strip club too, right? And so sometimes I go to the strip club with my girl with me. Sometimes I go to the strip club with other girls with me. Sometimes I go to the strip club occasionally when I go by myself. I'll go in a strip club, be there for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, enough time for me to get some food. And I'll spend, $2,500, $3,000 and 15 fucking 20 minutes. Stop.
Hey, you hear how you hear how hyper rich niggas be talking, G. 20, 25 minutes. I spend 2,500, 3,000. Hey, y'all in the chat, how long it take y'all to get 3 bands? How long it take y'all? How many work hours? How many days it take y'all to get 3 bands? I just want to. Yeah, he said 20, 25 minutes. I'm just going in there to get some chicken for real. But I'll spend 2,500, 3,000 every time a damn food, boy. But me personally. Some people, they hear that and they feel like some energy. I got like rich homies and shit. And then, me myself, I've been in different elevations in life and shit like that. So like, I don't feel no way, but it'd be funny to me because I could empathize with the perspective of somebody who like never been a motherfucker that's having shit. You feel me? And they just hear him like, he just casually talk about how he spent 3 racks in 20 minutes. He just went to get some chicken, but since the hoes here, I'm gonna just throw 2,500. My man said it take months. Yeah, bro, 3 bands, G. Come on, dog. You forgot average Americans watching your shit, gang.
I get a booth. I'll get the booth. The booth will cost me like $250 just to get the booth. I'm not going at night. Most of the time, I'm gonna go in the daytime, and I'll spend 20, 25 minutes, and I'll spend money. But I don't have to like make a big scene about it, is what I'm saying. Like, if I'm gonna spend some money, I'm gonna spend some money.
Bro, you ain't gotta make a scene to be seen. There's a such thing as shining dull. I do it all the time. I made a short about it the other day, my social anxiety short. I made a short about it the other day. It was a clip from the social anxiety video I did, that code language I was talking. But I was talking about how I don't get to go into a room and be a fly on the wall. Oftentimes, I'm going to garner attention whether I want it or not. There's a such thing as shining dull. Bro, if you walk into the establishment, first off, it's in the middle of the day. So the middle of the day, bro, it's definitely thirsty for the bread. They on it. And spending 2,520 minutes on the middle of the day joints is crazy work, Anton. Diabolical work. But we'll come back to that. You nasty for that. They must really be hitting different in Detroit because the middle of the day action is not worth 2,520 minutes. But if you come in somewhere, if you go into a spot somewhere and you there for 30 minutes and between getting a booth, ordering food, and getting up out of there, you spend 2 racks, trust me, You were seen. You were seen. You talking about you don't got to make a big deal. What, just because you tell them don't put no sparklers on your bottles, you think we don't see 10 bottles going to the section? Not talking about him now, but in general, like, you're seen, fam. We see you.
I don't need to show you that I'm spending money when I'm spending it.
But it's free advertisement, Anton.
For what?
For maximum visibility. Ain't you what you do this shit for? That's what you told me. That's when I joined the guy.
No, when I'm doing it for content reasons, meaning that I'm looking to attract the audience back to whatever it is that I do from a content perspective. That's one thing. When I just want to go and chill and have fun or whatever, and when I don't have the camera with me and when I don't have this shit on, then I'm just gonna do whatever it is that I'm gonna do, and I don't need to make a scene about it because I'm on the fucking camera all day long.
Fuck that. I'm putting a QR code on the goddamn me Bentley. And we pulling up. The goddamn when they taking the pictures, it'll get a case of QR
He
code.
said he putting a QR code on the Bentley. This boy a fool, boy. Hey, chat, y'all tell me, man, why do y'all think men ain't approaching women like that no more? Or is that even true? Y'all tell me, chat, is that even true? Is that a thing? Is it real that men aren't approaching women anymore? Like, by and large, they just kind of like see them out and they see them out. They don't all that walking up, trying to cold approach, generating a conversation from nothing. Them days over with, y'all. What is that? Y'all gotta fill me in. What's going on with that, chat? But yeah, man. Let's see what else they got. I want to hear some. I want to hear some of the other perspective. It's been 2K and Anton. I want somebody to chime in on this one.
Get old, bro. Honestly.
You know, you can have a nice car and be homeless. Like, nice cars don't mean you have money. You can rent a nice car. You can borrow a nice car. You could be living out of your nice car. If a woman is pressed solely by a car,
Molly, when you pull out the bread, the bird come. Okay, so when I pull up in there, yeah. Be expecting
the what?
The yeah.
Hey, you can tell Q Diddy got mostly white friends. No disrespect, because he don't be understanding no colloquialism, bro. You got to talk proper English to Q Diddy, man. Or the King's English to this dude. He said, when I pull up in there, yeah. When you pull out the bread, the birds are gonna come. He ain't lied yet. Pigeons.
What's a yeah?
but do you realize, like, some women do know when y'all can't maintain that just because you're leading with your money. If it's not sustainable, it doesn't matter.
I think that there's a goal, and they
Okay,
exactly. And they wonder why they're getting used.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to have nobody calling Carrie and shit. I ain't got time for this shit. I've rethought my entire content creation strategy. I have edited out all parts that could get me carried. And honestly, all of my fucking stuff changed. It be about cars and work ethic and giving back to the homeless.
Everybody loves it. Everybody loves it.
All of that shit out. I said, nope, I'm not about to get carried. I'm chilling. Oh, I did. Yeah. I completely changed my content. No more girls in there. No more none of that shit. Nope.
That's crazy.
That one episode, Carrie, you could let it slide.
Change all my content. I'm not letting nobody.
What we got?
Oh, these people got to go outside, man. They got to go outside. You gotta.
Okay, Joe said something. Hold on.
I think he's talking about the cheating.
Hold on. Joe said something. Hold on. Appreciate your participation. She said, right, he just flossing. Hold on, chat. I'm behind them 8 ball on it. Hold on. Ash said at least 2 weeks on God to get 3 racks for most people. Before I get 3 bands on life. Look, ain't nothing wrong with it. Let me see. She said, right, he just flossing. Casual too. Oh, I was there for 20 minutes. You know, I spend money, but I don't make no big deal, bro. We saw you, boy. Joe says, various reasons, different generations in the game with different experiences. Women sending mixed signals, so guys who don't know what's up get burned and fall back. Depends on where you at, where you're at too. When you say it depends on where you at, you talking about like in your journey in life and shit, like your age, your maturity, all of those things, and just having all your affairs in order too. Yeah, I agree. I think that factors in as well.
No, are men not approaching women?
Approaching women.
Cheating.
Slimmy, do you approach women?
That was the last segment.
Yeah, Slimmy.
Where's Quentin? What is Quentin?
How many women do you shoot a week?
A week?
Yeah.
He said, but hold on. He said, hold on, Joe. What was that part? I like that part you said. Hold on. It just resonated with me. Said women sending mixed signals so guys who don't know what's up get burned. Yeah, that right there though is part of becoming a man. I feel you gotta you gonna get, if you didn't have like that uncle that was gonna talk to you in plain English about the females and really like make sure they pan-seared the game into your mind, one of these joints gonna get you. The one that's tolerating you or kind of entertaining you. I think you don't know until you know, as far as like the difference between a female that really like you versus a female that's just entertaining you. And sometimes dudes that don't know no better, they definitely invest into the female that's entertaining them, almost like trying to get them to like them for real, when really they just being entertained. So they doing the most for somebody that's giving them the least. And then that burn, it lasts a lifetime for some dudes. Some dudes never bounce back from getting burned. That one heartbreak do it to them. Let me see here. Joe Jet said the visibility of it has shifted to social media, but for the most part, yeah, guys are chilling on the approaching because it's no longer socially acceptable, which goes back to the mixed signals. Hey Joe, we're gonna have to bring you on the stream, man. We're gonna have to bring you on the stream, man. One of these days, you let me know. He said, Ash say true. People don't approach in real life anymore due to social media. Ooh. What you think that is? You think that's fear of rejection? Do you think that's fear of rejection playing on us? Like, do people not approach because they don't want to go take a L in person? Taking an L in a DM, getting your DM ignored, I can admit, getting your DM ignored feel way less hurtful than like walking up and getting straight curved in person. So I see why, like, Anton did make a point where he said like people can volume shoot easier online and shit like that. That in-person rejection hit different. Joe Jet said, depends on where you live, but yeah, you're right about the stage of your journey that you're at, for sure. Oh yeah, definitely depend on where you live too, because it's hard to find love in Miami. It's hard to find love in LA. Some real love. But I bet you it's easy to get married in Mississippi. You see what I'm saying? You're right. Geography matters a lot. That big city energy is terrible with social media mixed in and into the pot. Look what we got. Joe just said, yes, you will get got. Oh, for sure. We all been there, bro. I think more people should be honest about it. You got so many dudes acting like they the ultimate player, like they ain't never had their feelings hurt. I done had my feelings hurt. I was trying to, hey, look, what you want me to do? I took a swing and a miss on trying to find a wife. What you want me to do? I was doing the right thing. Y'all gonna talk about me because I got my feelings hurt? Niggas ain't shit, boy. But the thing about it is, it's okay to be vulnerable when you know how to fight, because dudes can't make fun of you because they know you could beat them. Joe Jet, he said, yeah, that social media allows the juggling happen unseen, and now you don't have to entertain what you don't desire. That's true too. That's true too. And then approaching in person too, it's like if you're not a woman's physical type, they'll make you feel like you a creepazoid for trying to J down. Like that be happening too. Like they'll make you feel like they make it seem like you like a weirdo or something for just trying to holler. Like, shorty, I'm just trying to see what's to it. If you don't like it, then just let me know. Shit. But I'm not a stalker. I'm not a creep. I'm not a none of that. And I'm empathizing right now. I don't really generally deal with that. I just told y'all how I move. I'll be moving about my day. I don't really be even thinking about like, because I just see it as a headache. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like if she not talking like how River TV be talking, like if she's not that enlightened on like balance and the understanding of like the thought process needed to sustain a relationship, shit, like you wasting your time, fam. Like you gonna get a poor experience out of that. Like how many of y'all been in a relationship where you had a poor experience? Now I've been in a relationship that ended horribly, but the relationship experience was like a 10. The ending was a 10 too on severity. But the experience throughout before the shit imploded was a 10. A1. You know, but then I've been in situations where like the relationship experience was a 1 on a 1 to 10 and the exit was glorious. Couldn't have been happier to get the hell out of there. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Who just fell in, man? Put a 333 in the chat if y'all with me, man. What's happening? We live, man. Happy 420 to everybody. If I sound like I'm low, it's because I'm in that mode. You feel me? Happy 420 to everybody. We just did a code language at the beginning of the video. Then we just did a reaction. I guess we should do a question of the day, huh? Fuck it. Let's do a question of the day. What we got? We did the satisfied woman. Hey, what is a friend for real? What's a friend for real? You know, people be like, no new friends, no fake friends, fake love. The people closest to you get you. Or some people swear they got the most solid circle. What's a friend for real? Do you have to? I'm asking y'all, chat. Y'all gotta holler at me on this. Do I have to feel comfortable trusting you with a secret that could end? This hypothetical. Do I have to be able to trust you with a secret that could end my marriage or get me locked up for me to call you a friend? Do it got to be that deep? She said, yeah, definitely fear rejection. Oh yeah, people don't want to get swerved in person. They don't want to get swerved in person. Hey y'all, is it a delay on these chats coming in? Or Ash, you moving around, it's hard for you to comment in real time. I got delay. She said, and there's way more options on social media. Yeah, see, that's the thing too. Let's divert back real quick. Yeah, that's the thing too. Way more options on social media. That's the thing. It's in the appearance of options. It's the appearance of options. The only options we all truly have is somebody that finds value in us. Real value. Like they see something special and unique in you that is willing, that wants them, that got them feeling like they want to pull themselves off of the market and out of this rat race with you and ride and rock it out with you. You're not going to run across a lot of people. None of us do, that just see pure, true value. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when you run into somebody that's valuing you and you mistreat them or you misuse the opportunity to really lock in and settle into what the mission was in the first place, due to being at the wrong state in your journey, you know, immaturity, whatever the case may be, when you miss your beat on that, it ain't no guarantee that another person that finds you valuable in that way ever gonna spin the block. There ain't no guarantee. That's why people be having them one that got away stories for real. Joe Jet said, let me see. He answering the question, what's a friend for real? He said, I would say a friend is a person outside of family that shares your values like a family member. Although these days, fam could be your biggest enemy. Shit, it ain't even these days. It ain't even these days. I ain't gonna lie to you. For sure. It ain't even these days, but yeah. No, I would agree with that. They definitely got to share values. I always say that there's a difference between family and relatives, right? Like relatives, we blood, but like I don't even know you like that. Like my mama's sister that live in a different state that I barely saw growing up, got a baby, and that's technically my cousin, but we ain't got no relationship. But somehow I'm supposed to have some blind loyalty to you. We just related. We ain't got no relationship. We ain't got no ties. We ain't been through shit. I don't even know you. You really a stranger, but we are blood. You know what I'm saying? Some people see it different. I think you choose your family. And some of your family could be blood relatives, and some of your family, I done met people that love me way harder than, you know, my blood family do. Will have my back in a second, way faster. Will take my call way quicker. Will you know, lift my spirits way quicker. You know, will check on me when I go ghost. You know what I mean? Way sooner than some blood relatives. And then I got some blood relatives that they're gonna hit me every day regardless. They're gonna hit my line every day regardless. It's really like, I'm saying day, it's like one person. No, two, but regardless, we're gonna have a point of contact. So it's like, I don't know. But what's a friend for real? You know how they say males and females can't be friends? You know how they say males and females can't be friends because at the end of the day, like at the end of the day, like the dude would smash. Like, do that mean that he not your friend? I think that's true about most men and women. Like, if you okay, let's reach real quick. If something apocalyptic happened and your platonic ass friend of the opposite sex that you never looked at like that, you know what I'm saying, was like one of a few people that you band up with for survival, you don't think at some point you and your homie gonna become unplatonic in that setting? Probably so, fam. You know, let's say something apocalyptic happened and a friend of a friend's wife survived. Her husband passes in the apocalyptic affairs. You survive. Y'all end up being like closely tied for the sake of like banding up for survival. You don't think you might end up, you know what I'm saying, being unplatonic at some point in that outing? Like, I think sometimes we lose sight of the fact that this is all nature. Like, all this stuff is nature. So that's the reason why men should be protective over like what they women wear, because even your homeboys, if your woman is fine, even your homeboys, they're not blind. They can see that your woman is fine. So yeah, she probably should wear modest attire when your homeboys is gonna be present, even if they with their wives and or they girlfriends, and they wives and girlfriends should be dressed modestly because the homeboys is around. We can all see each other. Attractive people are attractive people. That's why half the time, like my exes, for example, I got exes where they best friend wanted me to crack, or I did crack. It's happened. And it never was because I was out here chasing after the ex. I didn't, I wasn't looking for that. But it's because homegirl was looking at you the whole time you was with they homegirl. You know what I'm saying? She says you worded, oh, it's a delay. I'm sorry about the delay, y'all. She said, yes. She said you worded it perfectly. The appearance of options is on point. Yeah, it's just a perception, but it's not real. The only options we all have is somebody that truly value us. And when you fully invest in somebody that don't find value in you, that's like tolerating you or entertaining you versus like valuing you, you're really signing up for, you know what I'm saying, a form of bondage. Slavery, you know what I mean? It becomes an obligation or a servitude at some point. But man, we approaching that hour mark, man. You know, I try to keep my lives nice and concise, 20 as far as the breakdown in the segments. We did our question of the day. We did our code language. We did our reaction video. I appreciate y'all tapping in with me. Shout out to Ash. Shout out to Joe Jet. Shout out to whoever else fell in that I didn't see in the chat. But man, it's all love. If y'all don't do nothing else, stick to the codes. Yes, Lord.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters, we're left in the cold. Hard